Welcome to this version of our Solid Edge blog, where we will be looking at using ordered sketch regions in Solid Edge 2023. Sketch regions were first introduced in the synchronous paradigm. A sketch region is a selectable, shaded area formed by any closed-loop sketch. The closed loop can be created by 2D geometry, such as the square region shown here in the first image, or it can be a combination of the 2D sketch geometry and model edges, as shown here in the last image, where the 2D geometry intersects the edge of the model. Here, two regions are created because of the model edge. Sketch regions are selected as if they were face geometry and can be used as input to feature commands. This slide gives you a few examples of different types of sketch regions. Notice that regardless of how the region is created, each region is a closed loop. Notice that multiple regions can be created using nested geometry, as shown in the image here. Solid Edge 2023 now supports regions in 2D ordered sketches. An option has been added to the Solid Edge Options dialog, and if this option is turned on, regions are created automatically when creating or editing a sketch. An Activate Regions command has been added to the shortcut menu, giving the user the ability to turn this on or off for individual sketches. When a region is selected, the context toolbar will display relevant commands like extrude and revolve. The typical edit definition, edit profile, and dynamic edit commands are also found on the context toolbar. Within the select tool, regions will now take precedence over features. Regions are highlighted when the cursor is away from sketch elements and bodies. Regions will also appear in the quick pick list. Regions support internal loops, giving you the option to include internal loops, exclude internal loops, or use only internal loops. Users still have the option to use the single or chain option selection as in previous releases of Solid Edge. Let's have a look at ordered sketching inside of Solid Edge 2023. I'll start this demonstration by right mouse clicking on Sketch 2 to bring up the shortcut menu, and notice that I have Activate Regions turned on. The Sketch 2 region is shown here in the shaded blue color. When I select the region, it highlights green and brings up the context toolbar. From here, I'll select the Revolve command. I'm then prompted to select the axis of revolution, so I'll select the axis. Notice the extent default is the full Revolve 360. However, as in previous versions, you can change the extent step if you wish. We'll keep this at the Revolve 360 and select Finish and Cancel. Let's add some additional features to our base feature. Notice there are currently no selectable sketch regions. To resolve this issue, I'll right-click on Sketch 1 and turn on Activate Regions. I now have a selectable region. Using the Control key or spacebar method, I can add a second region and combine the two regions. I then select the Extrude command from the context toolbar. For this feature, I want a finite height of 2 millimeters. Notice the placement of my cursor determines whether it's a cutout or a protrusion. I click to place it and then hit Finish and Cancel. You can see how the region selection made it easier to grab all the correct sketch geometry. Let's select the internal region here, and again we'll use the context toolbar and select Extrude. For this we need a finite depth of 1 millimeter, and I'll position my cursor so that it's a protrusion and click to place it. And once again you can see how that regional selection made it a lot easier to select the internal sketch geometry. Next, we'll use regions to create some cutouts. First, I'm going to hide the sketch geometry that we don't need anymore. and I'll turn on Sketch 3, which has the circles for the cutouts, and I'll go in and activate the regions. I'll select the first region and then use my spacebar or control key, put me into Add Remove mode, and select the rest of the regions. Once again, I'll select the Extrude command from the context toolbar. For the Extend step, I'll select Through All from the vertical command bar. I then position my cursor for a cutout and click to place it. Notice how I use the same extrude command to create both protrusions and cutouts. Just before I pattern these features, I want to clean up the back end here. I'll use the Replace Face command to do that, and I'll replace this face with this face, and you can see the results. Working with features created with sketch regions is the same as working with features created with regular sketch geometry. Next, I want to pattern these features that I have created. I'll go up and select the Pattern command. I'll select the features that I created as the features to be patterned. I'm going to use Smart Patterning here. I'm going to place my profile on this face centered at the center of the revolution. I'll use a count of 8. And we'll generate this pattern. I can hide Sketch 3 now. In this final step, I'll make a quick edit to this cutout feature. I select the feature and edit definition from the context toolbar. I'll then click on the Select step, and holding down my Shift key, I can deselect these regions. I'll accept the change and hit Finish, and you'll see that this has been updated throughout the entire pattern. So there's a quick look at the new sketch regions in the ordered paradigm in Solid Edge 2023. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn more, check out the Design Fusion online training page at the website shown here. Design Fusion customers can also reach out to our support team at 1-877-215-1883 or email us at support@designfusion.com. If you're not a Design Fusion customer, you can still purchase training from our training page. However, you will have to contact your local reseller for support.